Okay. Ho, 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 ho! It's Santa! Kind of fucked up the dates this year.
Is that what happened?
This is your only day off.
Yeah. How'd you fuck this up so bad?
I fucked up the dates real bad. The kids didn't get their gifts this year at all.
Damn.
Ho, 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 ho. They're pretty mad at me.
I think they'll die.
Been drinking a lot. Been drinking a lot.
While you've been operating this sleigh, or
Well, the deer operate
the
it.
deer operate it. I was literally, Lotus, you're so right. He's not
So-
really driving.
No. He's making suggestions.
I could have a bit of a drink. A bit of a tipple.
It's just a little bit.
Yeah, you know how like if you're riding a horse and you're drunk, it doesn't count as drunk driving because the horse won't like try to hurt people like a car will.
Do you know, when I'm at a
Yes.
bar, do you know how many times I get the, oh, watch out, you might get a DUI when I'm in my
Oh.
wheelchair?
Because you have wheels.
Do you know how many times I get that? Like, I get that maybe like 3 times a year. Like, it's
And
like,
it never gets
crazy.
old.
it never gets old. It never gets old. I've
What do
started
you-
to warm up to the idea of being like, yeah, I killed a guy once. You know? like, yeah.
But then that's
like,
a cool way to not get served at the bar. Like,
Yeah,
and
that is a
it's one
cool
of
way.
those things that, like, unfortunately, you just have to hold to that
You
one.
just have to, yeah, I don't. I can't do anything.
Isn't that
about it.
terrible?
No. Yeah.
It's
it
your
is
fault.
Terrible. It is my fault. That's what I always say about disability is that it is just the disabled person's fault. All the problems.
Especially when they're being poked fun at.
Yeah.
For sure.
Your
yeah.
fault.
Hey,
I,
welcome to the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. There's a billboard that I drove past yesterday
Mm-hmm.
by some sort of foundation called Easter Seals. I don't know what it is or what they do. But the billboard says disability is not a dirty word, but it doesn't use it uses special characters to spell disability instead of English.
Like coexist.
Yes, exactly, like coexist. And I'm like, well, that defeats the purpose of the statement, doesn't it? If you're trying to do weird things to censor it, why are you? What's the?
Yeah.
What are we?
Why don't you take a crack at when Easter Seals was founded? It could give you an idea about like kind of their
I'm gonna
vibe.
say 1963.
Ooh, do you have a guess, Lotus?
72.
Ooh, 1919.
Oh,
So it's that kind of old
it's that
timey.
old kindy stuff.
Yeah.
Did we even know
yeah.
about seals back then?
No, and I like, you know, the photo on the Wikipedia. Oh, this is a great pick. The photo on the Wikipedia page is with a 1971 Easter seal child named Peter Heltemy, and
Okay.
it's he's just
Oh.
he's just flanked by Richard Nixon, which is very
Cool.
fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
So
his
they've been-
dripped out, presumably brother.
oh
Yeah, no, his brother's fucking fresh.
Like everyone
kid's
has
brother
suits
is
on,
dipped
but the
out, yeah.
brother is crazy.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
wearing that shit.
pinstripe.
Good for
it's
him.
a pinstripe like double
Crispy
situation.
lines.
No, crispy. Well, I mean, you're gonna go meet the president, you know?
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
the kid's got Forrest Gump braces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the outfit's very like Little Lord Fauntleroy.
It really is. It really is.
Well, you have to be able to see that he can't walk without AIDS.
Oh,
Yeah.
and here are the commemorative stamps from the 1930s. They say, "Opportunity for crippled children," "Open wide the door for crippled children," "Joyous life for crippled children."
What does the fourth one say?
Nothing. For
Nothing.
crippled
Just
children?
four.
It just is.
I think it maybe is just sunrise.
for
Makes you
crippled
think.
children.
Nice plant.
Fill in the blank. Everything.
and then it kind of the same deal.
Is that
The
a
moon?
horse?
I guess the sun for crippled children, the moon for crippled. Oh,
But
wait,
why is the
that
horse in the moon?
But that is the moon, right? We think
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
moon.
Yeah.
And
There's a horse and a bird and the moon, and then there's there's a fucking star child. There's a tiny Tim holding a crutch under his arm, walking not using it, walking toward the light of a star, and it just says "Help crippled children."
Yeah, critically walking toward the light of a star on the light beam from the star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which would imply he's died.
I need to get these framed and posted in my office almost immediately. I'm going to figure that out. Those are great. Hey, welcome to the VGBees podcast. This is the very last one that we're going to be recording in 2025. Wow, we did it. Another year around the sun. And I'm one of your hosts. I'm John Ward. With me are my two forever co-hosts. It's Lotus.
Hello.
And it's Nikki.
Hello.
Hi. Well, we got to the end of the year. This is, the reason for the season. Everyone's doing the GOTY stuff. We're not really doing anything super structured around it. We didn't really do anything that structured last year. And this year, folks, it's even less structured. So I hope you enjoy that. Because we're just going to talk about some games that we want to talk about that you should go play if you've missed any of these. We'll hit a little bit of news. We'll hit some hype questions. We'll get out of here kind of in a relatively short amount of time, but it is time for GOTY 2025. Nikki, do you want to take the first one? You can just say whichever one. You don't have to pick. You can pick any of these from this list. It doesn't have to. We don't have to go in order.
Can we talk about Avowed first?
We can, and that's a great opportunity for me to go. You don't have to play Xbox. In fact, you shouldn't, because the BDS movement is still going on. I did sign a letter, just like Lotus did, but Lotus did it for fucking clout, like early. Okay?
Early
Again, I have
and
to
for
stress
clout.
that. Early and for clout. Which, by the way, you keep moving. I guess they randomize where your name is on stuff, because...
Oh, is it? It moves?
Yeah, because it was at the top, and then it went way down. I don't know why. I think they just...
I'm not that important. More important people signed it after me.
That is fair. But I will say I signed that committing specifically to contextualize any sort of coverage that we do about Xbox with the BDS movement, with the fact that Microsoft is still completely aiding and abetting the continued genocide in Palestine, in Gaza, and that is what I've committed to. There's another I love the thing that I signed, because it says, hey, you can commit to more stuff later. And I was like, oh, I love that idea of committing more later. It's like a relationship, right? You're like, I'm not going to marry you on day one, but maybe day two.
And Lotus
Day
got
two.
married on day one.
Lotus got married on day one.
I am a lesbian at the end of the day. I had to represent us. That's the thing. It was for clout, but lesbian clout, not anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's
the
fair.
truck doesn't drive itself.
But
Chuck
yes,
doesn't drive
we did
itself.
sign that thing, and we're going to talk about Avowed. It is one of my favorite games of the year, and it was Nikki's as well.
Yeah. I think it is in a year where I kind of was like, do any of these tentpole AAA studios have anything to say anymore?
Yeah.
Avowed is kind of cool because it is definitely a game that was obviously conceptualized during the pandemic and in the wake of it. That is like, did we do any of this? Did we do any of it right? Like, did we do any of the way that we approached kind of the beginning, middle, and after of it correctly?
Yeah.
And then I think because it is elevated by the fact that you have agency in the ways that you move through this Bethesda-style RPG, you get to see the ways that your choices actually influence the world pretty dramatically. In a way that I have not. I'm like a little bit of this in Fallout New Vegas, but like, and I'm sure there are other games, I just haven't played them. But there are like 4 or 5. There is one big
huge.
I should have looked so I could get names. I didn't. There's one choice that you can make that results in
It's
an entire
awesome.
town
It's
getting
awesome.
firebombed.
It's awesome.
Like if you fuck up
Yeah.
the quest line,
Yep.
like hundreds of people die because you failed to do this thing. You
Yeah.
basically are approached by a person on the street, and they're like, "Hey, I heard that the opposition force is going to do a firebombing." I
Yep.
said, "That's crazy. No way." And then
Yeah.
I found all of the firebombs. And then I went to go do other stuff.
Yep.
And then I like came back and I was like, I didn't really wrap that part up. So let me try to go. Too late. They'd already firebombed the place.
Yep.
And I literally had the letter that was like, here's where you need to go and here's what you need to do explicitly to stop this from happening. And I was like, oh wow, I fucked up. And like I am the person in this video game who has the hand of God kind of literally guiding me, and I made a decision because of my ineptitude that resulted in the deaths of hundreds of people. And that's cool. Like I think that's like really
It was
cool.
super cool.
And narratively, I think it really lands. There's a handful of other moments like that, especially towards the end of the game when you get there. It just kind of turns into political intrigue where you are trying to decide how you set up the government anew. Now that you have kind of dealt with the pandemic. And yeah, I do not think that game is perfect. But in comparison to something like Outer Worlds, which I did not play the second one, but did play the first one, every single place in that first Outer Worlds game, I was like, the ceiling is right on top of me. I have really no idea where I'm going or why, and it didn't feel even within each open zone, they did not feel like they were it was talking either to itself or to the rest of the game more broadly, and I really feel like they threaded the needle with all of the areas in Avowed. I thought the writing was pretty good. There is only one character I couldn't stand, and the game was really good about letting me leave that fucking dwarf behind.
I fucking hated that dwarf so
couldn't
much.
stand. My tolerance for characters who don't want to be helped is so low. Like I really can't and I think it probably is just because of the way I live my life, where I'm like, oh, if you don't want it, you don't get it. Like I will just make the decision to leave you at the camp. You don't get to see the cool world.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my 2 seconds on Avowed.
Yeah, I agree completely. I love the verticality of this game. I love the movement of this game. I like the combat a lot of this game, although I think it does skew a bit difficult, especially in the early going. It can ramp kind of steeply. But I think Nikki's point about the world changing, there's just a moment where you leave, like I left a place in the world after making a series of decisions. And I knew that the time would be different because there's basically like, story beats where time is going to change and like the sun will be out or it'll be nighttime or whatever. But then you just go outside and it's like, oh, like the sky's all like lit up weird.
Yeah.
Because there's a city on fire. And you've kind of lost access to big parts of that city now, and a lot of people are dead. And it does it does teach you about the consequences of your choices, but also the thoroughness of your own investigative role in what you're doing. Like you are brought to the island, like you go to the island, it's like, hey, you need to figure out what's going on. You have kind of a divine push to figure out what is going on, but you are like branded the person that is going to investigate this kind of plague and all this stuff. And then you learn through multiple ways, but this is a big one, how thorough you really are being with your job. And it's like, oh, you're not being very thorough, and maybe that's okay for you, but for me it made me go, ooh, maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to the world around me.
And I think like so many games that look like this, by which I mean they are like first person RPG Bethesda games, try to introduce stakes, but it doesn't
It
doesn't
really work.
matter. Like it doesn't at the end of the day that nothing you do in Skyrim actually makes a difference, because nothing bad will happen.
Well, and it's also
the
like
machine
it's
will
like the
continue-
factions are like they're racists or it's the military.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, is that the most interesting choice that we could be making here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know,
But yeah, it was legitimately the first time in one of these where I was like, that was just my fault. Like that, that was my doing, because I stopped paying attention. I was not, like you said, John, as thorough as I could be. All of these things happened, and it influenced the rest of the decisions that I made throughout the game, because I was holding that in the back of my head. Yeah.
Wow.
About
Good game.
pretty good.
Don't play it, but good game.
Steal it.
Steal it. Steal it. Just a little stealing.
Just borrow it.
Just borrow it. I will talk about Ball Pit for a moment, because that is probably one of my biggest surprises of the year. That was a game that kind of came out of nowhere. It is basically a ball bouncing game. Reminds me a little bit of Jazz Ball, and also the fucking Brick Breaker. Jesus Christ, I couldn't come up with that.
That was painful,
tough,
dude.
That was really tough. That was hard. And you get different characters. We talked about this game probably about a month and a half ago. Different characters with different abilities, different ball types you can get, and it's a lot of fun. The more I played this game, the more it became essentially an idle game for me, because if you level up a lot of stuff and do a lot of things in this game, you are basically kind of just setting it and forgetting it, and if you get some bad RNG, you might lose, but at some point the ramp kind of ends and you're just kind of in this space where you're just kind of vibing out and seeing if the combinations of things that you've just put on the screen are going to work for these levels. And some people kind of dipped out at that point and are like, well, I've seen all there is to see with this game. There's no longer any point for me playing it, because I'm not really playing it anymore. And then there's some people like me and others that I've talked to who are like, it just became a different game, didn't it? And it's just kind of still fun. There's some free DLC coming out for this next year, which I'm very excited about. This is a game I played a lot on Steam Deck. It runs really well there. And I just think it's a lot of fun. I don't think it's going to change your life. I don't think you're going to be playing this, if you start it now, I don't think you're going to be playing this a lot in 6 months. But for a month, for me, Ball Pit was maybe the most fun I had with a game this year, and I like it a lot. So that was one of those kind of surprises that came out of nowhere. Ripped me away from Megabonk, another game that I could talk about here, but probably won't. I did see that Megabonk has new content.
Just jumping from addiction to addiction, the revolving door of John Warren.
That's me. I'm just trying to find my next fix, y'all. Let me know what I can try next, But yeah, Ball Pit, very good. Like this game a lot. And I think what it does that Mega Bonk does not. I mean, this is certainly by design. I don't think it's an accident. I don't think Mega Bonk is trying to be on the same level. But I think the art style, the kind of the environment art of these little levels, and kind of the goofy town building mechanic that happens in between runs, it's all just pretty well considered stuff. Not all of it is that interesting, but it's a deeply considered game for it being a game that eventually is eventually
It's
playing
Brick Breaker
itself.
2.
Yeah, it's Brick Breaker 2 and it's playing itself at some point. So all that stuff is really deeply considered. I think that probably added to its runtime for me, is this stuff is well made and well thought out and well crafted, and that made a difference for me. So I did like that game a lot. I loved it, and I'm gonna play it after the show, probably.
Wow, you're actually playing it right now.
I'm playing it right now. Everyone, shut up. Hold on. Lotus, I think you wrote one thing on here. Do you want to talk about it?
I sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I put on here is Kinophobia, which
Yeah.
is a text parser game dubbed a database thriller, which is a very handy term, I feel like, to describe games that are like Return of the Obra Dinn, The Case of the Golden Idol, and then I think not directly, but has some of that kind of crossover DNA with something like Outer Wilds and the little encyclopedia system in that game, where you are in an alternate history, United States of America, and you are an exorcist who needs to investigate a haunted film lot and discover who died, when they died, and how they died. And it's just about going around extensively looking through faux Wikipedia and faux IMDb pages to discover different little factoids about all the people involved. Where the most famous people, like the directors, major actors, cinematographers, what happened to them is pretty well known because it got reported on, and then finding out what happened to a random boom operator or the guy who trains the dogs for one movie that never even got released, or like whatever. That's a random example. Finding out what they did is a little bit more involved. And like, I just love a simple, executed piece. It's
Yeah.
just text, it's just words. And you just type in your little bar and you go, okay, thank you.
That's all
Thank
you
you.
need.
That's
Getting
That's
it
all
out.
you need. Just get lost for 5 to 6 hours, maybe longer, and then you're done. And that is, and also free.
Also free.
That's the
Think
best
you can
amount.
kick a few bucks if you'd like, but free.
It's
It's
free.
So yeah, it's
$3.99.
probably the free 99 exactly. It's probably the best time with something I had. I do feel like there's other games I could talk about, but that I kind of need to chew on them a little bit more, especially because wasn't playing anything at the beginning of the year, and a lot of good games came out at the very end of the year. In fact, some within
That's
the
true.
last couple of weeks.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. This is a year that I've had to totally rebuild my relationship with games because I had just stopped playing them completely, and now I'm like spending time and money on stuff. Both of those are valuable things to me.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna reconfigure this?
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
certainly not beating I'm certainly not beating down the door of playing maybe more games next year. So
Right. I think I
yeah.
will mathematically,
yeah.
just because I spent
Yeah,
a lot
for
of this
sure.
year at a job I didn't like, so I had no energy to play video games. But yeah,
No, that
I'll have to get a
tracks.
schedule together.
That tracks. That tracks. Nikki, do you want to talk about Blippo?
Yeah. I really don't have anything that I haven't said about this video game. I think
Yeah.
it is cool because um it's a video game that if you tried to talk to your parents about,
They'd
they
be
would be
deeply
like, "What are you
confused.
talking about?"
Yep.
You know? And I think that is kind of where the medium really shines, because it is as much of a video game as, even maybe more literally a video game than something like Call of Duty. But it's the same thing. You get to call them the same thing. And I think that's really delightful. If you haven't heard about Blippo Plus, it is a game that was initially released episodically on the Playdate, but it was shot using 80s, like all 80s hardware, edited using 80s hardware, and then is otherwise kind of like a channel surfing video game that you are trying to uncover a mild mystery while watching these public access style toned snippets of TV from a galaxy not very far distance wise, but not very far from our own.
A Star Trek.
Kind of like a Star Trek situation. It's just cool. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you gotta just, if you like public access and you like the idea of watching television as video game, and or if you liked Immortality and you're looking for something that is kind of like that, I would define these two games, Immortality and Blippo Plus, as kind of two sides of the same coin. But if you like the idea of watching something to learn something, to uncover more stuff, and you liked that part of Immortality, then you're gonna like Blippo Plus quite a bit. And I think one of those games got talked about because the guy who makes it is famous, and then the other one didn't. So, be on the right side of history, perhaps.
Be on the right side of history. Okay, interesting.
That wasn't relevant to the BDS thing. Just Blippo Plus.
No, just Blippo Plus.
Blippo. Oh, my. Oh.
Uh-huh.
I just got a notification that my car is unlocked and open. And I'm wondering if I
left it open and unlocked.
I might have left it open.
So do you want to go?
I live in a very safe neighborhood, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you really do. Now, here's my question. So the car let you know that that's the case, but you cannot inform the car. Okay, well, what if you closed the door and locked yourself?
Oh, that's a really good question. I'll have to log into my Toyota account to check.
Ah, okay. Well, we've got time.
Okay.
We got nothing but time.
Blippo TV, be on the right side of history feels like it should go on the back. It's a good box,
I'll call Pop Agenda, and I'll let them know to put it on the back of the box when they definitely do a physical version.
Put it on the back of the box. In the meantime, let's talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think I'm gonna say it. It's the best Switch 2 game that came out this year. I don't think that's tough to say. I think that's
there's not an enormous amount of them.
Not an enormous amount.
Hold on.
It's the best one. Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza,
Switch 2 exclusives.
Metroid 4.
But that's not exclusive.
Switch
you can play
Tour.
Switch 2
but they've got okay. I mean, if Switch 2 only, it's Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza,
Switch
Kirby
2 Tour, of walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Switch Tour.
Switch Tour.
Drag Cross Drive.
Drag Cross Drive. That's true.
You know what, Lotus? That was better than Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Thank you for hearing me out.
I think that the middle, let's say 15 hours of Donkey Kong Bonanza are some of the best video game there has ever been.
I think that is perfectly accurate. Yes.
Yeah. I think that game tries to end 3 different times and then is kind of shocked by itself that it isn't over yet.
It's not over.
And then there's by the time I was like, okay, I'm done, there were maybe 6 or 7 more hours in the game left for me to play, which is nuts for a Mario game for me to feel, I think, because usually I am chomping at the bit for more. But I think because the verbs in this game are some of them are the same, but they are fundamentally different than the verbs in a strict 3D Mario platformer.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of ideas start to get rehashed. There are a lot of ideas, but there are a lot of ideas that get rehashed towards the end of the game where I'm like, oh no, this is delightful, but also like this would have kind of been more delightful if you condensed this and for example, there's a mechanic in the game, there's an entire level layer where you go to this beautiful fruit zone on the beach, and there are these like rainbow cloud objects, and you pick it up for the first time, and then it just jetpacks you straight up into the air, and you're like, oh shit. Yep. That's crazy, because then like after that same material starts appearing in more and more places. But then towards the end of the game, they have that same idea again with blue crystals, and you hit the blue crystals and it builds a bridge and an arc. And fundamentally, that's the same. It's the same. You had the same idea.
Yep.
And then the modification that they do, right, is that you are then using the blue arcing like platform building bricks and the jetpack material at the same time. And that's cool, but it would have been better if it was I got all of that at the same time. If it was an ABC sandwich, here's what you get, and then you kind of cut out, I literally think like 8 hours of that game is 8 hours too long.
It is a very, very long game. I think what that game did not do that I think Mario Odyssey, which is another game that this team made, did actually figure out is, you could go to Bowser's Kingdom and you go to the spoilers for Super Mario Odyssey, I guess. You go to Bowser's Kingdom, which is still one of my favorite levels ever
Mm-hmm.
in a video game. You go to the moon. You beat Bowser. You escape. You do all that stuff, and then like the end game opens up. There's an end game in BK Bonanza. I want to be clear, but like getting to the end game takes much longer in a way
Yeah.
that feels. It does feel like you start to relive the other layers that you went through that you're like,
Yeah.
this could have been
This
either
could have
cut
been this
or
one. Yes.
condensed, or
Yeah.
you could have just combined these themes into one on
Mm-hmm.
some of these. Like you get
And
some layers that are really, 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 really big, and then you get some layers that are tiny. But I think I found myself going, I either wanted all of these to be pretty bite sized, or I wanted fewer
yes.
of them that were bigger.
And it also didn't feel like, I need to be so clear. Each of these locations are handcrafted
Super, yeah,
as tight as you could
they're great.
possibly want
I mean, it's
from
fucking
this
Nintendo.
studio.
Like they're,
This
yeah,
is
yep,
they are on their shit.
yeah,
It also is not paced well enough that like they're like to I think that's such a great point, John. There are levels where you're like, "Oh, I wanted to be there longer."
mm-hmm.
That you're not there for long enough. And then there are ones where you're like, "Well, I've been here for quite a while and I do get it." Like I do understand the feast layer, which is the burger zone,
Yeah,
which is what if you build Disneyland except all of it is food.
it's
Incredible
food.
idea. Delightful level, like delightful bits of level design. There is a roller
Yeah,
coaster that goes around it that goes through multiple bits of the map. The lava on that map is fry oil. You have to go
mm-hmm.
through a deep fryer at one point to go get some bananas. Exciting. Way too long.
Way too long.
Like I
Super
wanted
long.
that to be shorter. Like I wanted that
super
area to
long.
be smaller.
Yeah.
And it just felt it doesn't feel sloppy. It just feels like no one at any point was like, well, do we need all of this?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we need all
Yeah.
of this way?
Yeah,
The music is great.
the music is great.
Music's all
It's
time.
it's weird to talk about Nintendo making a 3D action adventure game, and I would kind of lump the Zeldas into that, kind of
Mhm.
with Mario Odyssey and also DK. Like Tears and Breath of the Wild, like for some people, maybe they needed an editor. Like for me, they didn't. Like
Mhm.
I think those games are unbelievably massive, but they're so just unbelievably well made that I don't really mind. DK Bonanza was the first game that they made in a while where I was like, oh, they needed an editor here.
Yeah.
Like they needed someone to like pare back on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
That being said, I would agree. Like the middle chunk of this game is probably the most fun I had playing. Games this year.
It is crazy. Like I'm
Yeah.
looking like from forest layer, which
Mhm.
is the 7th layer,
Yep.
until you get to like the 14th layer, which is the
Mhm.
groove layer.
Yep.
It is just
It's all
them
it's all
flexing.
gas. Yeah,
Like it's all gas.
no
It is
brakes.
like nobody is doing it like us. We
Yep.
are in our fucking bag, and then there's 3 more levels.
Yeah. It's just a
There's 3
little
more
bit
after
too
that.
big for what it is, and
Yeah.
but still,
would've-
it's one of my favorite games of the year. It's really
No,
good.
for sure. Like I love it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think the resort layer is. I think at the time, I don't know why I'm saying I think at the time. I just looked the post up. I posted it's just the resort layer song. And it's EPD 8 asked EPD 6 for a song from the new Animal Crossing, and they got it. And like
Yeah.
I think that is the beauty of this. The beauty of the breadth of this game is that they are constantly trying shit, and it all, I will say, does feel distinct. Like each level does feel very different from the last one.
Yep.
At least aesthetically and visually and vibes wise, even if the things that you are doing in those stages is basically the same.
Yeah.
So from like that perspective, I think it is just the best people in the world at making these kinds of games
made one.
Made
this year.
one. Yeah. So like,
and it's really, really
awesome.
good. And
like, yeah,
and
it's
and
cool as hell.
And they tried a bunch of stuff mechanically. They did something that I think is, I think a lot of people kind of like, I don't know, were laughing at it at the time and whatever, but something kind of like, I don't know if I'd call it brave because it's fucking Nintendo. Like, what can they do that's brave? But like redesigning Donkey Kong is one of those things. It's like, oh, it's like, like if Mario suddenly like didn't have a mustache, like,
Yeah.
that'd be weird. Like, that'd be really strange. And they made Donkey Kong kind of back to being kind of a cute looking, instead of like a British pervert. Like that really was like they gave Donkey Kong to Rare, and they were like, you're informing the way this guy looks for the next 20 years, and they made him look like just kind of a pervert guy. And it's like, and that's okay. We got so used to it that that like I think we kind of forgot that the design isn't very good. I didn't think it was.
For sure.
And so when they did this new thing, I was like, oh, he's kind of like fun to look at again.
Yeah. And I also think this like, if you are trying to think about thesis statement for what Nintendo wants their things to be.
Yes.
RE, the Disneyfication point that I brought up earlier this year.
Yes.
Like, this is that. Like, Nintendo is going to want their mainline Super Mario games to feel like this, which is to say, like, talking, platforming, like they're going to try to tell you a story.
Yeah.
In a multimedia kind of way. So yeah,
that's good. A couple other games on this list. Let's, Nikki, just put a bow on your time of Pokemon ZA, which you've talked about. I'm not making fun of you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of you.
Yeah.
You've talked about this 6 weeks in a row.
It's the only game I'm playing.
But like, I want to also say, unironically, I like playing games like that. So I'm really. Me making fun of you is really mostly just kind of this jealousy of like, I kind of wish I was doing something for the past 6 weeks.
I looked at my hour count, and it's 40. I haven't put 40 into a video game in a minute.
Yeah, that's beefy.
And I was like, okay, cool. And you know what? Like,
that also means you pace It also means you gotta pace yourself. Like, it's not bad.
No, I was playing it where and when I could. Like, and I did not feel like I was behind. It's a fucking Pokemon game. It's not possible to be behind, but like,
right.
I do. I started the DLC, which I feel increasingly bizarre about, because the DLC for these games is always, well, we had like 7 other ideas, but they made us put them not in the game.
Yep.
It feels the most like on disc DLC from the Xbox 360 PS3 era stuff possible. And it's always like the I don't know. I will say I think this game's localization is actually really good. Like, I have come around to it being like, oh no, I do think people were on this one, because some of these characters are mean in ways that that like they just haven't been. The main rival, or your rival friend, whatever, Urbane or Townie, I've learned recently that if you select boy, the girl has different dialogue, and apparently people like her more, but the boy is just fucking horrible. And the characters in the video game and the DLC specifically are just mean to this kid. And it rules. It kind of fucking whips, because nobody likes him. Nobody respects him. They're all kind of annoyed that he's there. And it's awesome. At one point, this is the same child that gets into like $1 million Poké Dollars in debt, even though you can pick feathers up off of the ground and sell them at the store for thousands of dollars. And the loan shark that gave him the loan calls you on the phone while you're on speakerphone and is like, can you imagine being so stupid as to borrow money from me? Only an idiot would borrow money from somebody like me. And then he goes, oh, Urbane, are you there? It's like, awesome, great, fuck this guy.
That's incredible.
They are very slowly starting to have different ideas about the ways that they want Pokemon to interact with people, and also have ideas about the ways that you the player interact with Pokemon, and watching them reach back into their bag mechanically,
Yeah.
with the ways that they like. I was just thinking about this today. There are so many items in this game that are about you purchase the item so you can change the Pokemon's nature or IVs or EVs in ways that are really explicit that the game was absolutely not surfacing 3 or 4 generations ago.
Yeah.
They've made like a conscious effort to bring that stuff further forward, and then some stuff like you don't breed Pokemon anymore.
Yeah.
Like you don't, that's not really how you get them. You kind of,
Right.
you get the Pokemon and then you use the items. And that is emblematic to me of a shift in the ways that they want you to interact literally with the lizards, and then where the ways that it feels actually like they want you to train them as opposed to chew them up, which fits the verbs of the game better than being like, well, I've wasted a bunch of time trying to hatch this fucking egg. It was the wrong nature, so I'm literally going to kill it. Like they don't,
which is insane when you think about it.
And it's like they're moving away from that, and I think it's Pokemon, it's Game Freak, it's Nintendo, so they do it so fucking slowly.
Sure.
But there is something like Scarlet and Violet, I think, was like, wow, you had a lot of ideas and literally not enough time. And also maybe that most of the ideas that you were having weren't very good, but like you were trying, like you absolutely were trying. This one is like, oh no, like I'm actually now eager and excited to see what you do next, because it actually now does seem like you have your ducks in a row, RE making the video game run, that you can have mechanical ideas in addition to technical ideas. Yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's Pokemon. And Lotus, you've put like 200 hours into this one, and no, I'm just kidding.
Famously.
Famous.
I love games like this.
The Lizard Trainer. Lotus Lizard Trainer. That's what we call her. Let's talk about Hades 2. Let's do that real quick.
Fine.
It's a good game.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Good.
I do think it gets. I think narratively, we've talked about this before. Narratively, much weaker.
Way weaker.
The main character, way more annoying. I think the characterization of a lot of the, I think the depth of all the secondary characters is much shallower than in the first game.
And it's because there's more of them.
There are more of them, and they kind of have less profound connections to each other in some ways. So it's like there are things that I was frustrated by in this game, but also, just really fun to play. Like really, 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 really fun. The spellcasting mechanic stuff, like they did Supergiant did such an amazing job of, I think, taking all of the play data they must have gotten from Hades, the original, and deciding like, hey, casting was one of those things that I think people could mostly get away with not focusing on ever. And they really wanted all 4 of those face buttons to kind of correspond to something that is...
You had to do.
You have to do.
Yeah.
You have to juggle these things in conjunction. It doesn't mean that you don't, it means that, you can focus on one thing. You can do these other things, but really to get the most out of your runs, and I think to get the most kind of efficient victories, you really have to balance everything, and they did a great job with that in Hades 2, and it's a game that just feels incredibly good to play to me.
Yeah, you go up, and that was legitimately like, I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're going up.
I was like, yeah, dude, absolutely. I just go up.
On a Tuesday? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I put this game down. I beat Chronos like 4 times, and I know you got to beat him 10 times. But then I kind of was like,
do I need to do that? Mm-hmm.
You know,
right?
And like I definitely had that drive For Hades
for the
1.
first one. Yep.
And narratively, I'm just kind of like...
Now, what was going on in our lives where the drive for everyone was
Unclear.
to play Hades over and over
I don't
and
know.
over and over again?
It's not... No one's quite sure. And there's no way to check either.
No one.
But for this one, I kind of was like, I had a delightful time.
Yeah.
I got it. The idea of watching Malinoway kind of be a cop for any much longer
Stinks.
than...
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of bummer. Kind of a bummer.
Yeah. She's like
Austin...
a witch, and they're like, what if she was kind of a cop? And it's like, ooh, you could have gone any direction there. Huh.
I was about to say one name. No, I was right. Darren Korb and Austin Wintory ate on the music in this one.
On the music? Yep.
They went crazy. There's this Scylla and the Sisters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The fish band.
The fish band?
Great. Banger. There's 3 bangers really they wrote for that. They just wrote 3 kind of Paramore B-sides.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. That's tasty stuff.
It's good. It's good stuff. You wrote... No, Nikki, you wrote Mario Kart World down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead.
They released a Mario Kart game this year.
Nobody
talks about it. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Just for a little bit.
Like, it was very brief. Yeah.
They made a whole ass Mario Kart game, and it is meaningless.
I am. When did the final Mario Kart 8 here? Mario Kart 8.
The last update
DLC. When was the last update for that? Because the end of 2023. That actually feels earlier than I thought it was. I thought it was sometime in 2024. Booster course pass. Hold on one second. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the end of 2023. Okay, fine. Right. All right. So
yeah, that was the last content update.
That was the last content update. It's very interesting that they decided to re-release the most successful Mario Kart game and what some people consider to be the best one, expand upon it in a very meaningful way, with this booster stuff, and then in a year and a half decide, well, we're going to make a new one. It's called Mario Kart World, and it's a lot worse than that one. It's like a lot worse.
And it's
interesting.
I think it's such a fundamental, to me, a misunderstanding of why people play Mario Kart in a way that feels kind of unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't feel like anybody they said people aren't playing Mario Kart for long enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we will give them an open world to explore. Is there stuff to do? No.
No.
Does it feel particularly great to drive around because of how big the space is?
No.
Also, no. Have we taken literally any lessons from the decades worth of open world racing games that have solved all of those problems and solved them as far back in the past as Midnight Club in 2006 or whatever? Like,
but I can do stuff with my friends in the open world, right? All the stuff I can do alone.
No, you cannot. No, you can't. You can't.
Oh.
No, Lotus, you cannot. So, like, are there missions? No. Does it even have, like, the Burnout Paradise, like, style of, like,
you pull up to a place.
You pull up to a place and you do little missions. No, it doesn't have any of that. Mm-mm. And it's like, Burnout Paradise came out in 2002. I know that game came out in 2006. That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have enough ideas to take theirs? Mm-hmm. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is a bummer because I think that, technically, it is delightful. Like, they turned the racing game into a 3D platformer. And, like, I do not think the courses befit that. Like, I think the course design is very weak. I think there are only a couple of ones where I would, and it would take me a second because I haven't booted it up in months, but, like, there are a couple of them that I would go, oh yeah, this is maybe like an all-timer Mario Kart course, but then at some point you have to stop doing it to do the middle part that they make you do. And even from like a live service programming perspective, they saw that everyone was like, well, if you just do random, then it just makes it the thing that you want. And they said, no, you have to play it.
We're patching that the fuck out. Nope.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, folks, like, so every single part of this idea, which you could have just lifted wholesale from Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
It could have been exactly the same with Mario characters in it, and it would have been great. It just doesn't have it. I don't like, I have people who have gone out, regular people who have gone out and purchased the Nintendo Switch 2, who are playing more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on it than they are playing Mario Kart World. And I think that is like, that means the game is failed.
Yep.
Like, I just think that if that's where you're at, you have fucked up.
Yeah.
Especially considering it came with
the fucking
came
thing.
with it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's they can't make two of these in a row that are good.
No.
I would argue they haven't made one that's good. But I know that I'm a jerk. Like, I understand that I'm like, I'm in the minority of people that feel that way. But I do kind of feel that way.
I do think you're right.
But it's like, but they
out.
definitely have not made two in a row that I think are good.
No.
I think the OG was a blast for when it came out. I think Mario Kart 64 was terrible in hindsight.
Yeah.
Double Dash was also bad, though.
Double Dash is not good. We've talked about this before.
A DS was good.
DS is maybe the best one.
I love DS.
Maybe I think it maybe is the second best one.
And also, it should be on the DS. Like, it just
yeah.
It's almost
like
as
it should be on the DS.
People aren't playing Mario Kart enough. It's almost as if it's a game that belongs on the Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It would be better on the phone. And then look what they fucking did.
Yeah. It's like, you want to do it in portrait, right?
Yeah, you want to do it in portrait,
vertically?
and it costs $3 trillion.
Yeah.
I'll download Subway Surfers. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's their most inconsistent series, and I'm not lumping Mario sports games into it because I do feel like
that's not them.
There's a quasi third party at that point.
Yeah. I would not consider those.
Yeah.
Those aren't Nintendo games. They are Nintendo games. They just have Nintendo characters in them.
But Mario Kart is their most doggedly inconsistent series, and yet it is a seismic force that still moves however many millions of copies. So maybe none of this shit matters. I mean, Mario Kart feels a lot like Madden to me in the sense that we're just gonna keep fucking that chicken, and and that's all there is to it.
And I think that's a great line to draw, because it's like, people will keep buying it and then also keep complaining. But I think unique to Mario Kart, which I think Nintendo may figure out,
people aren't playing Madden 24
exactly.
or 25,
right?
Instead of 26,
because you in your brain know that, like, that it's just not that you that's just not literally, it's just not how you play those games. Like the rules literally can change. Like they are not consistent enough year to year that if you care about playing video game football, then you unfortunately do need to buy them.
Different.
Yes. Yep. They didn't take Mario Kart 8 Deluxe away.
Nope. God, wouldn't that have been funny if they did?
God, it would have been awesome if they said it's not for sale anymore.
Funny.
It's the best-selling video game.
Yeah, someone thought about it.
Someone proposed it. Absolutely.
What if we took it off the store?
Remember when they put all the 3D Marios on the Switch and we're like, you got 9 months.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's no way we can keep them up for longer. They're really big.
Mm-hmm. They're really big. Big files. You also wrote the Nintendo Switch 2. Do we want to talk about that briefly?
Yeah.
Is that what they wrote?
No.
Why are you so mean to me?
Because I think it's funny to hear John say it out loud. If it wasn't a funny typo, I wouldn't have said anything.
the Nintendo Switch 2.
And you read it exactly the way I wanted you to. Thank you so much.
The Nintendo Switch 2, I think, is the one they should have released the first time. That's
yeah,
all
it's
I
weird,
got.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one they should have released the first time. The screen is good enough. Do I wish it was OLED? Yeah. Do
Yes.
I think about the fact that it isn't? No,
Not that much.
not really.
It looks pretty good. It's a big, bright,
it's a big, bright
heavy
screen.
thing.
That's
It's
it,
good.
and that's
Yep.
kind of all you need. The bezel's small, and I think that
Yeah.
really does so much more. Like, the bezel on the original Switch is unbelievably
It's huge.
chunky.
Yeah.
It's really big because it was a phone. Like, it was
Yep.
just a phone screen that they had to inset into this thing, and then the Switch OLED was incredible and beautiful because it was an OLED screen. But like, I actually think most of the juice on that was like, it just feels like I'm holding the controllers and then the screen, and there's not like a negative
Yeah.
space in between those things.
Right.
And the Switch 2 is that. And I think that it for me personally, I can hold it for a long time and it doesn't hurt my hands anymore. Which is just a me-ish. It's just a me thing. Like, I know there are other people for whom they cannot hold this one for very long either, and I think that sucks. But for me, I can hold it for longer.
When I was holed up in bed and over the summer, and I got it in whatever June date that was, and I couldn't leave, I played 15 hours of Cyberpunk on the Switch 2 in my handheld mode, which is like really
nice.
insane. Like, it's a really nice thing, and it was like, it felt good in my hands, and it was a nice screen, and I wasn't fatigued by it. It's a good device.
Putting the second USB-C on the top,
Oh,
game changer.
I mean,
great idea.
Fucking
Good
like,
idea.
It was crazy
unbelievable.
that there was ever.
That there wasn't before. Yes, and that's why I'm like, it's the one they should have released the first time, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
if they had any, they stumbled backwards into all of these good, like, quality of life improvements because they took so long in between the release of the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. But if they had like stolen even 4 people from Apple's industrial design team, then the initial Switch 1 would have been completely different.
Yeah.
So
it's so weird to have a Pro where it's like the most impactful things actually don't really have a lot to do with the software, and it's just that it's no longer stupid.
Yeah, it's not a toy anymore. Which, like, again, they make video game objects for children.
Yeah.
For sure. I have not seen a kid with a Switch 2. I've seen a lot of adults outside with a Switch 2.
That's a really good point, Nikki. I've really not seen a lot
But
of
I have
Switch
not
2s
seen
out in the wild.
I have seen a surprising number of Switch 2s. They are all owned by adults. Like, every Switch 2 since release I have seen in the wild has been owned by an adult.
Yeah. Interesting.
And then every other Switch I've seen has been a child and a Switch 1.
The children are playing Jack and Daxter on a Retroid Pocket. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they all bought AYN Thors. They installed as many PlayStation 3 games as they could possibly
I'm
install.
playing Drakengard.
I'm playing Prototype 2. Like, just nonsense.
Okay. I don't even know how you know that game exists. You were not alive.
I'm playing Steel Battalion on the plane.
Fuck off. No, you're not. I brought my whole rig. No.
My dad said that if I get enough gamer score, I could download Parasite Eve.
That's a Christmas game, you know.
Terrible.
Stupid.
Terrible.
Stupid. But the Nintendo Switch 2 is very good. In kind of, preparing for this episode, I was reminded of how just the run up to, remember how hard it was for me to secure a pre-order for you?
Yeah. Uh-huh. And now they're just at the store.
Just fucking,
What a time in history.
It took no time for it to just be available. Like, it was just Yeah, it was pretty.
Well, I mean, we were also about to not have
couple weeks.
fruit. So, like, remember that? That was this year also.
Yeah.
That was also this year.
Christ alive. A lot has happened this year. Huh?
That was also this year.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, that's really all we've got down for the Goaty stuff. I'm going to do a lightning round of some stuff that I feel like is going to be in some of the discussion points, maybe on the website when I write something, but maybe not enough to chat about on the show. Love Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. That's just a me thing. I'm a pervert. Skin Deep, a game that I think is really great and you should play it. Good sim stuff. I think I think Baby Steps is interesting, better than it is good. I think Absolem is a really good beat 'em up that you should play.
I didn't like it. I tried.
Ultimately didn't like it.
No,
that's
I
fair.
don't think so. Which is, I think I'm just not a beat 'em ups.
I think that's fair.
Because I think all of the other trappings of it say this one's for me. I think it is beautiful. I think it is gorgeous
game.
And I don't doubt that it is a good one of those, but I don't think I like that. I literally just don't like the way it feels. Like the way that you move around and the ways that you have to like slide around to interact with, like to fight, is not for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Once Upon a Katamari, another great game that I think you should go grab. If you haven't played a Katamari game, like that's a good one to start with. It's just beautiful and a lot of fun. And Angeline Era, I really kind of wanted to put that on my list, but I'm just like, I just don't feel like I've played enough of it to go, yeah, that's got to be there. I think if I had a little bit more time with it, it would be. But I still want to talk about it at some point more in depth because I do think that is one of the best games.
I agree.
Well, yeah, January is real. We're not going away. It's so real.
It's not leaving.
It's not leaving. Let's talk about 2, 3, maybe. Yeah, no, let's just do three news items. Everyone, I know everyone is so excited for this update. We've talked about this game all year, how excited we are about Star Citizen.
It's on my most anticipated list. I was furious it didn't win at the Game Awards.
Me too. They're closing out on $1 billion raised. They're at about the $925 million mark raised. That game is not out yet. There is now doubt cast on whether the single player experience Squadron 42 will actually launch in 2026.
No,
it was supposed to launch.
What is there to doubt?
What do you mean?
It's supposed to launch this year. It is not.
Wait, hold on.
It's supposed to launch next year. No.
Oh,
I think I would have heard.
That's crazy. Listen,
there's such a really funny push-pull with this community and the reporting around it because it's like, listen, if you go to YouTube and you search Star Citizen, there is a lot, like, legitimately, and I'm not being funny.
Yeah,
it's out. Like, there is a lot of
people
stuff
are playing the video game.
People are playing the game. I don't want to just say that this is a grift on its face of you invested something and have gotten nothing. That's not what is funny about this.
Yeah.
What is funny about it is that there is no fucking realm on this earth where they will be able to spend the money that they have made on the thing that they are building. I don't know how to say this without getting into legal trouble. There is probably... No, wait. Let me think about it.
Yeah, great way to start it off.
If you wrote a script where something like this was happening,
right?
Yeah.
The punchline of the film would be that there is some sort of major money laundering thing happening.
Yes.
Here. Okay.
It does not cost $1 billion to make a video game.
No.
It just doesn't.
It just doesn't.
Rockstar doesn't even spend that much money on theirs.
No.
So what do you mean?
So what is happening with this?
Yeah,
money?
where is it?
I think
where is it going?
That is the thing that I think is very interesting about this story. Also, this game was supposed to hit a 1.0 like ages ago, but now they're saying it'll be between 2027 and 2028, which, by the way, is essentially just a 2-year gap. I mean, you could go January 27 to December 31st, 28, and that's a full ass 2-year gap.
Sure. Okay.
And it's like, sure, okay, fine, we believe you.
Good
Go
luck.
for it. Crazy. I don't know. But again, people are playing this game. They're doing stuff in this game. There was new class introduced, an engineering class.
Sure.
Where you can basically put out fires on the fucking ships or whatever. It's like, all right,
Awesome.
neat. The promise of this game seems interesting. I don't know what it is. All right, with the
Is
Indie
Mark
Game
Hamill
Awards,
still in it?
Mark Hamill's still in it. A lot of people are still in it. Yeah, it's wild, huh?
I think that we could probably ask him
To be on the
what
show.
he knows. No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
sure.
Like we, and by we I mean somebody could ask him about it, and I think he would let something slip.
Yeah, no, I think so. Oh, I think he would definitely let something slip.
That's not a
Sure.
Disney NDA. He don't give a fuck.
No, exactly. Who
Yeah,
gives
no,
a shit?
he
What are they
doesn't
gonna do?
Yeah, what are they gonna do? All right, so something really interesting happened with the Indie Game Awards. They awarded Game of the Year to Expedition 33, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Then they took it back because when the game came out, there was some Gen AI stuff in. They patched it out later and kind of lied about it, apparently, to the organizers of the Indie Game Awards, which is not very smart.
That's
And
France,
so
though, ain't
they
it?
had the game awards for the Indie Game Award stripped away from them, and then it was given to Blueprints. And yeah, so lied about it. Interesting. They did. I will say, listen, I've loved hating on this game, and I've loved hating on the French. I've loved it, but they did say, to their credit, okay. Everything in the game is human-made. When AI first came out in 2022, we already started on the game. It was just a new tool. We tried it, and we didn't like it at all. It felt wrong. Okay? And they say they will not make anything with AI going forward. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Y'all can have the floor.
And that's what you liked?
Well, yeah. I mean, I liked.
Can you
that they
explain the
said-
preface to how they gave this statement? And where they gave it and who they gave it to and who they were being interviewed by, perhaps? Just for me.
Okay. That's fair.
So
Twitch streamer. Okay, Sushi and Twitch streamer Crizco
yeah.
were asking him about this, right?
Right. Game director Guillaume Broche clarified
Yeah.
some of the misinformation surrounding the studio. This is from Polygon, by the way.
Yes.
And reiterated what other Sandfall developers have said about Gen AI usage during interviews held earlier in the year. This was an interview session with influencers on
Yes, it was.
twitch.tv
Yes, it was.
that they organized in a scramble because people said, what the fuck do you mean that there is Gen AI in it?
Yeah.
Everything in the game is human made. Now.
Now. Yeah.
After
Now.
you got caught.
After you got
Yeah.
caught,
Like,
Sacre Bleu.
it was just a new tool. They didn't say it like this, but just the way it reads, it was just a new tool. We tried it and we didn't like it at all. I'll go back to you,
didn't even
baby.
like it.
I didn't even really like her. It was just one time, and like it's really you that I love. Like it's so fucking stupid. All this shit. And the thing that's so interesting,
It didn't even hold me when it was over.
it didn't even hold me when it was over. It was just a one-time thing. But they shouldn't have even been at this award show for multiple reasons. It's not indie. 3
That is
trillion
true.
people worked at it. It causes the
Besides,
money, like whatever. They should, by no
Small
definition or care that you could put into the indie space, it does not count. We knew that there were generative AI assets in the game, so how the IGAs didn't know this is a little bit strange
little
to
odd.
me. They're
It's
a very
like
small
10
team.
people's fault. No, but still,
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's the biggest one in the
those.
show. Like, right? Like, it's the biggest.
No, I
one
mean
in-
the IGAs. They're a very
that's what
small
I'm-
number of people. So like
Oh,
how
I
it could
see,
get
I
past
see.
them, that
Yes.
makes more sense to me.
Yes.
But for the studio, no, fuck them. What the hell?
No.
Right.
Like, inexplicable. I don't understand. I just don't.
Yeah, and like that's
It's
the
their-
thing
listen,
too.
It's their first game.
It's their first game, debut indie game.
It's
their first game. They've never done
There's
this
just
before.
a couple of them. There's just a
There's
couple
just a
of them.
couple of them.
There's a couple of 'em.
And the baguettes.
Oh,
was
the
fun.
baguettes, the
The
berets,
baguettes,
the marinier.
The berets.
Jean-Paul Gaultier should be allowed to shoot them. Anyways, the thing about
Somebody
them lying.
used to know.
Great track. The thing about them
It's not
lying, right?
Gautier, right? Just
Yeah.
kidding.
You say it the same way, I guess. But the thing about them lying to the IGAs, right,
Yes.
is that the IGAs say, I'm sure it's like a checkbox on a form. Can you certify
Yeah.
that you did not use generative AI in the use of this? And they say
And
yes.
they said,
And
yeah,
I'm sure whoever filled it out probably thought that that was true.
maybe.
Like, I'm being
Yep.
so serious. Or because the generative AI mindset is you believe that you didn't, even though you used it for concepting, even though you used it for placeholder, because the placeholder's not in the game anymore. So in your weirdo grifter mind, this is the same thing that Vinky said at Larian. He said, we don't use it for concept art. Oh, Bungo, you can't use it for, or we didn't use it for concept art. We don't even say that we used it for concept art. We just used it to compile references, including made up references that we then looked at to create the concept art. That's not the same thing. And it's
No.
like, well, yes, it is. Like you can't cherry pick these technicalities your way out of it.
Yeah.
Knowingly or not, this person fucking lied to them about it. So even even if the IGAs were okay with it, it's like, no, what's
Yeah, no,
wrong
like,
with you? Like
yeah, what are you
you
talking about?
lied about it to this team of like 15 people and their sponsors. Get out. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have
Yeah.
even been here, which makes it much funnier, I have to say.
It is very funny that they shouldn't have even been there in the first place. And it's like, okay, well, now we've had this stripped away from us. Okay, fine. I didn't like the statement that they made. Jesus
Wow,
Christ.
the truth come out.
Just
You're gonna
trying to
publicly unsub to
Listen,
Crisco.
I'm just trying to be a little more charitable at the end of the year. I'm feeling very Christmassy.
I can't listen, John. We know where
Yeah.
your Crisco. Your fuck.
You know where my Crisco is, Criscoed? I know.
Shut up.
I do know. It's slathered all over me. By the way, when you do search him, they want to show you shortening so bad, and
Yeah,
not
that's good.
not,
I'm
which is
glad.
good, which is good, which is very very good. Anyway, yeah, some drama with the Indie Game Awards. Very very funny.
And like the one side part of this that like doesn't really get any reporting because it's not Expedition 33 is that
Yeah.
another award also got rescinded.
Yeah.
Which is called the Indie Vanguard Award, and it got rescinded because it was exclusively available through Mod Retro, who have ties to the American military-industrial complex and,
Yeah.
and make Game Boys out of spare drone parts. And so
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
said,
that's
"Hey, by
cool.
the way, they're
Which,
going
to be so clear, they had to have known that before.
They had to have known that.
That one they had to have known.
that. I feel like they had to have known that one.
That one,
I feel like they had to have known that.
that one they had to have known. So that one's
love
crazy.
Dr. Pepper. Love the taste of Dr. Pepper."
Yeah. Yeah. Mod Retro is Palmer Lucky's thing, in case you didn't know. Palmer Lucky is he's just a real big piece of shit. But yeah, he's deeply embedded in the military-industrial complex. Big Trump guy. And also the founder of Oculus. So, a billionaire many times over. They had to have known that one, and they just kind of fucked
Had
up
to have
on
known
it.
that one.
Had to have known that one. Wrapping up the news, very, very, very sad, shocking, horrible. Vince Zampella passed away at the age of 55 in a single car accident in California. He, of course, the founder of Infinity Ward, the founder of Respawn Entertainment, a major, major, major fixture in the Call of Duty series. If you... It's kind of a weird thing to say about someone's legacy, but if you like the way a gun has felt in a video game in the past 15 years, maybe 20 years even, he is likely to get that credit for that. I think he and his teams have done extraordinary work in first-person shooters. Titanfall 2, one of the very best ever made. Then he took over the DICE stuff, including Battlefield 6. And yes, incredibly sad news, shocking, horrible, but a massive legacy left behind. So just wanted to at least shout that out. Let's do live questions, huh? Let's do a few.
Heim Gwemin.
Heim questions? Okay,
Yeah,
Heim
Heim
questions.
questions. How
Which
many
Heim
of 'em are
sister
there?
is your It's well, it's 3 in the band. I don't know if there are more than that.
Are there more?
Are there more? Are there more Heim? More Heim, maybe? Hey, in the
No,
meantime, go to VGBees. No, that's it. Just those three.
just the three.
Okay. Go to VGBees.com/join. If you use, oh, I should create a banner for this, huh? Hold on. Everyone, shut up. There we
Okay.
go.
Oh,
If you use code BuzzBuzz2025, you can get 25% off your subscription to VGBees.com/join. If you join VGBees.com/join, you can ask us Hive questions, and you can ask us Hive questions in discord.gg/VGBees, which is also free to join. You don't have to be a Hive member to join, but to join the Discord section where you can ask us those questions, you do. That was confusing, but I hope you can.
they're adults.
They're adults. They can really figure it out. Let's start with. Ooh, all right. Let's just start with a very John one. This is from Funk. It was Ryo Hazuki's 57th birthday and the 39th anniversary of his dad's death on November 29th. What do you hope Ryo is doing? I mean, I hope
swimming in the bottom of a fucking lake. I hope a forklift fell on him, and I hope he's at the bottom of a fucking lake.
Which way should the forklift
Alive
fall?
still though. I want the forklift to fall on him backwards, pinning him
Okay.
underneath, but he's still alive at the bottom
just
of a lake.
tortured at the bottom of a lake. Just like you, but he's alive at the bottom of a lake, but just kind of there. So a little bit like a Dante's Inferno, devil trapped in the.
Sounds like he did like Melanoe after all of that, huh? Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. I hope he's like solving someone's like bike theft in a small town. Like I hope he's going door to door, like some little girl had her bike stolen. And he's like tracking down the weirdo that stole it in the neighborhood.
You heard it here first. John Warren hopes some little girl got her bike stolen.
I hope.
That's
absolutely
crazy.
True.
John wishes
Boo.
for harm.
I do. But the truth is that he tracked down his dad's killer all the way over the United States in 1998 and tracked down someone in Florida. And when he knocked on their door, he got shot and he is dead. So that is actually what happened to Ryo.
Died immediately.
He's a victim of standard ground laws in Florida in 1998.
It's really sad.
So really, really sad. That is actually what happened.
Sucks that you asked, Funk.
It sucks that you asked,
Funk.
Google it. It sucks that you asked. Bone Chug Actual asks, what game or series without a spiritual successor do you wish had one?
Without a spiritual successor.
There are not enough like jet ski games anymore. I was thinking about Splashdown for the PlayStation 2 recently. Y'all fuck with Splashdown?
Yeah.
Splashdown
was pretty good. It was a Tony Hawk, except you were on a Sea-Doo. And I thought that game was awesome. That's the first game where I was like, oh, should I buy one of these fucking machines that everybody's buying so I could play an old game? So I could play that. But then I realized I could just do it on my computer instead. But yeah, I would like a revival of the, not like skateboarding is obviously an action sport, but it's over, you know, like it is, like it's popular, but like nobody's jet skiing in the public consciousness. So I think maybe try to bring that stuff back.
I'd say there aren't enough Princess Maker style games that are not by pedophiles.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
There's Long Live the Queen. There's a couple others that I haven't played, but they're not particularly long, so I think there should be more that are not weird.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. Well. Well.
Good luck.
I think if they made like a sequel or a spiritual successor to one of my favorite NES games, Kickle Cubicle, that'd be fun. Just kind of a top-down puzzle action game. Really kinetic, and you have to think fast and do fun little ice block moving puzzles. I think that game's really cute and fun, and I think there should be a spiritual successor to that. Skipping a few questions. Jason asks, who's the best cartoon cat? Good question.
Oh,
Good question.
Gary.
Gary?
I guess he's technically a snail, but
And by technically, you mean literally.
he meows. He purrs.
But that's just what snails do down there,
He turns into a were snail like all cats do.
like all cats do. That's
well,
so
you know,
true.
if they get the disease.
Yeah. The disease.
The disease.
I'm trying to think. This is a really good question. I don't like Tom.
You
you
don't
don't
like
like
Tom?
Tom?
No, I don't like the ways that he's dedicated to killing the rat in ways that end up in self-harm. Like he should just stop trying. Like he's obviously not going to kill the rat. But is he so stupid that he does not understand that he cannot end the life of the rat? I do not like Garfield very much either.
You don't like Garfield, okay.
No. I don't like the ways that he teaches us to laze.
Don't like his gluttony. It's
No,
not a very
he is-
Christian
He
lifestyle.
is a manifestation of sloth and gluttony.
Yeah, totally.
And they are trying to put it in our newspapers for our children to read.
Oh, I love Bucky from Get Fuzzy, which is a newspaper comic.
Yeah.
Which Nikki just reminded me of. I was like, I really can't think of any fucking cats.
funny.
I don't know. Are funnies cartoons? Are comics
Yeah,
cartoons?
they count.
Okay, yeah.
I'm Googling
Oh, if
cartoon
they count, then my favorite cartoon cat is Ray Smuggles from Achewood for sure. Roast
Well,
beef is
Puss in
also very
Boots.
good.
Meow.
Puss in Boots.
also good. Puss in Boots also good.
Meow.
Furball from Tiny Toon Adventures I liked a lot as a child. Who could?
He's not a
forget
cartoon.
Felix? Who could forget Felix the cat, who is I think the most iconic looking cat?
Yeah.
Like I
Okay,
love
He's the clock.
gives a shit.
like a clock.
Oh.
No, he's
Wait,
car
what'd you say?
dealership.
He's car dealership. What does that mean?
He's car dealership.
Felix
Felix
the
Chevrolet
cat is
downtown. He's car dealership. Felix Chevrolet. He's logo for car dealership. That's all he is to me. That's
I was-
literally all he is.
I was
That's
gonna say
crazy.
Salem, but he's live action from Sabrina the Teenage
No,
Witch.
but he is cartoon. Also,
I guess so.
The animated series. He's cartoon.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the animated series though.
Oh,
I
it's
can't.
pretty
I
good.
can't vouch to the characterization of
can't.
Salem the cat in Sabrina the
Yeah,
Teenage
it's
Witch
basically
animated.
the same.
Okay, then he'll be on the list too.
It's basically the same.
A lot of good cartoon
Um,
cats is what we're
Hello
figuring
Kitty.
out. Okay.
She's
Yeah.
a girl though. She's not.
Yeah,
a
she's
cat.
not a cat.
Not a cat.
So it's actually mean, and I'm sorry, racist of me to assume.
Hey, Lotus. we
Oh
have a
no,
question- We have a question about genre.
I know this is such a
Finally.
question for me.
I know. Would it be better or worse? This is from Jason. Would it be better or worse to categorize video games by the content rather than the mechanics of the game? Sci-fi, thriller, romance, comedy. The only genre we currently do that with is horror.
Yeah, and I think people who like horror games tend to play a lot of different kind of stuff compared to people who kind of self-proclaim to stick to other genres.
Yeah.
I think it's usually more useful, certainly to give recommendations, because like, I don't know, a lot of time if you care that much about the genre of the game you're playing, then why would you? Who cares about the story at all? Like, yeah, games are toys, so
Sure.
the genre of toy is usually the more important thing. So I can understand not mentioning it. But at the same time, you have stuff like BioShock, where it's like, that is in fact a first-person shooter. It's not really a horror game, but it has a lot of scary elements to it. It has like a sprinkle of ImSim stuff, but it's not an ImSim, so you would just call it a first-person shooter. And like, is the reason that you like BioShock because it's a first-person shooter with abilities, or is it because
Yeah,
it's
right.
about like a story about agency
Sure.
in a faux utopian world beneath the sea? Like, that's the
Yeah.
interesting part about that game. So I think it depends.
I'm there for the bullets.
There for the bullets. Would you pick a game where it feels better to shoot bullets? Oh.
Well, I have
that's
good news. The second one of those they made is a much mechanically more interesting first-person shooter than the other ones.
I just think the way they do the
But
camera
still.
always feels bad.
I know. I agree. I totally agree.
So, yeah,
I
I
only played
mean,
the good one, Infinite, so I have no.
Oh.
I don't really have an opinion.
Yeah, no opinion on Bioshock.
You know what's crazy though? I gotta just say this. I desperately want to play Infinite through on stream this year.
You love to
Okay.
play bad games on stream, not good ones,
It's like
and then not have fun with them.
okay. That no, listen. That was okay. Listen, that was one time.
What? Hey, no. So
No.
what's your one time? One kiss
Yeah.
is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Who was she?
The only one that comes to mind is the Russian one.
And then
That
you
I
tried
didn't
to
Not
have
play
Kingdom
control
Hearts?
over.
Hearts.
Oh man, Kingdom Hearts is so bad. God, the first Kingdom Hearts is so bad. All right, fine. Yeah, I do.
And
I
he
do
won't
have-
stop unless we
I
stop him,
won't
folks.
stop. It's true. It's true.
But yeah, you can. Here's the thing: you can use as many words as you want to describe a game, and genres for video games only exist to sell them. They are marketing terms, so they're not very helpful a lot of the time.
That's what the lady says on the that Beyonce song on Cowboy Carter.
Oh,
Oh, the same things. Vash asks, "What's been your favorite holiday food that you've had this season?" Ooh,
I haven't had nothing.
Um,
Oh, Pillsbury cookies. That's the only themed
that's good.
thing I've had.
Which
Those are good.
the with sugar with
Yeah, small
picture on
Christmas
it?
tree. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
a really good taste of food dye. In
Green,
the...
yummy
Yeah.
green.
yum green.
Um,
Yum 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 yum.
My childhood best friend's mom, every Christmas she sends me. Well, they make cookies, but every year she sends me home with a tin because I love them so much. But this year she did thumbprint cookies with peach jam in there.
Ooh, that sounds
Yummy,
Yum.
Delanquis.
I made Anna Garten's brownie pudding, and it was fucking
Yeah.
so good.
She may be popular for a reason.
So
She might have been onto
crazy.
Yeah,
something.
no, she
It's
kind of
so
eats.
crazy. I was like, this is just gonna be brownies, and then I was just like, oh, it's super not. It's just like
Yeah.
it's a delicious goop that I've just been scooping into my mouth every once in a while when I pass by it in the kitchen, and that's been really good. I made that, so that's great. My mom also made French mashed potatoes on Christmas night, which is basically cheesy mashed potatoes that then go under, I think, the broiler to get kind of the top layer kind of crispy and delicious. And that was super, super good. Blackjack
Yummy.
Attack asks, now that Christmas is over, what New Year's traditions are important to you and or your family?
We really just light fireworks.
Okay.
We and by we I mean me. My family is not a particular New Year's family. They really like watching the ball drop, which is nothing. It just is
it's
simply nothing. And it was also always like annoying to me because the year I figured out that we were getting on the West Coast a recorded version and the ball wasn't actually dropping. I was like, so really, what the fuck is the point? Like, what, we're watching a thing that already happened and now all those people are asleep. So in the last like 4-ish years, I've really tried to be very intentional about in the week leading up to the end of the year, trying to like go through goals that I set for myself for the last year and then try to see if there are any goals that I want to make for the upcoming year. And most of the time I don't do all of the things, but it is nice to have at least at the beginning of the year some sort of direction.
Hey, QBRs. 70%. You're doing good, you know? Just like KJ taught us.
Just like KJ taught us. Just like KJ taught us.
Just like KJ taught us.
And that's why I'm so good at business.
So it's just like KJ taught us. What about you, Lotus? Just fireworks? Is that it?
Yeah, go to the edge of the neighborhood, which is technically outside the city limits, so we can light fireworks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to join them this year, but my parents watch the same Rolling Stones concert every New Year's
That's
Eve.
fun.
I
mean, I'm sure it's not if you
DVD.
have watched it
I've seen it a bunch,
35,000
you know.
times. Yeah.
And it's like from when they're old. So it's kind of like,
well, that's
it's kind of
confusing.
weird. It's kind of like, yeah, it's odd because at some point, I want to say in like 1985, all their music just started sounding the same. Like no matter what you think about the Rolling Stones, and it's fine. Like they just stole like all their music from black people, and that's like this is like what white people did in 1960s.
No.
No, it was all theirs.
No.
No. They did have like some distinct like eras and sounds between 1960 and or 1964 and like 1979. But after like in 1985, they've just sounded the same. Even their old shit sounds like the way they shifted their sound. Like
That's
it's really weird. And so it's a concert tape from when they're not very good anymore. Anyway, they do that, and then they get kind of litty, and then they go to bed before midnight. And I think I'm just gonna drink some like Martinelli's and hang out by myself.
That sounds nice.
Because I think Ann worked that night, so
I think I'm gonna get fucked up. I haven't gotten
fucked up
for New Year's.
Okay, maybe I'll come out and get fucked up.
Yeah, come on through.
All right. This is a good segue. Vash asks, what are some light goals that you have for the new year?
Get fucked up.
Get fucked up, that's it? All right. All right.
I don't know. I think I don't want to be too real. I think one of my littler goals, I think, is to not be mad at myself if I decide a thing's not working. You know? I think
if it sucks, hit the bricks.
Hit the bricks. Like if it's not working, it's okay. I have much of my life ahead of me. So I'm trying to hold on to that. That's kind of small.
No, that's a pretty big one. I feel like
on the list it's small. Because on the list it says try.
Try.
You know.
No. I don't mean to make that sound like it's a big one. I don't know if you could do it. I mean, it just feels important. That's all I'm saying.
No, for
like,
it's a real mental shift as opposed to like I think I should walk more.
No, I'm like I don't have goals like that. I don't think.
Fair. Yeah.
Because then if you don't do them, that's like.
Yeah, you can't write it down like I will do X, Y, Z. Like I was gonna say mine like spend little less money because again I had a job that paid really well but I hated it, so I was like I have this money because I deal with this stupid job, so I'm gonna spend it. It's like maybe don't do that.
Yeah, that's what the money is for.
That's what the money is for. Seymour Bird.
Seymour Bird, great goal.
Okay,
Seymour Bird.
Goal. Seymour Bird.
Love to look at Bird.
I wrote some down. I posted them like 5 days ago. I'm going to try dress better in 2026. So this might be the last time you see this shirt. You don't even want to know what's on the bottoms. You know what I mean? Just one of those Speedos with an elephant trunk in the middle.
Those are so crazy.
Went around. Those are so crazy.
I just don't. Nobody's genitals are like that.
No, not really. No. I'm going to dress a lot better. We're going to get 12 tattoos. I've decided next year, which is a lot.
You're going for one per month, or just kind of as the crow flies?
It's going to be like I've got like 2 lined up for January.
Whoa.
So like I've got one lined up for tomorrow actually. So,
whoa.
Wow.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Yeah. And it's the biggest one I've gotten, so it'll be good. It's an elephant trunk where my penis is. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's a cool.
It's not an elephant trunk, but it is around the penis.
Yeah. No, it's Poe Dameron piloting the base of my dick. How's it going back there, R2? And then R2's on my butt crack going, wow! You know, and that's my cool new tattoo. I was contracted to publish a book, and I haven't written it yet, so I should probably do that next year.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
I have to do.
I think you probably should.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
I said I'm going to write 35 pieces for VGBees. That's the one. That's
write
like
the book first, though, huh?
Hey, folks.
Why'd you put a number to it?
That 35. That after I said that one, I was like, "Oh, that one's not happening. That one's really not happening."
Why didn't you write the book first?
That's going to take so long. Produce another 100 podcasts. That's like an easy one.
Write the book first.
And then go to do a little more travel. Visit LA.
Okay, that's good.
Once or twice. Go to New York City. I want to go back to New Orleans. I haven't been there. I want to come to Houston. I want to go to San Antonio. I want to go to Austin. I don't really want to go to Austin, but there are people I want to see in Austin. So
Right.
yeah. And then I think the the real one I have. You did ask light goals, but I'm gonna give you a heavier one. I think I get unbelievably bogged down in just any sort of task that I do, and I'm really dedicating myself to do some. I might do some meds, but I'm really dedicating myself to do some exercises to break me out of habits of hey, you don't want to do this thing. Hey, you're actually going to feel so much better if you just do it, and it'll take you 5 minutes to do it, and it's going to be awesome. That's all the way down to responding to an email first, and also just doing big things like writing a book I was contracted to write. So I'm trying to do better about stuff like that. Anyway,
I think that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good set, John.
Yeah, thanks. Liv asked thoughts on Pyre. It's a good game. One of the
It's
best.
okay.
No, I don't think I've played that one.
It's a good one. It's sports.
I played it
It's the
I need to
basketball
play
one,
it
right?
again, but I played a long time ago and I was like, this is whatever.
It's whatever.
I mean, it's
I like
also tough coming out right after Transistor and then Bastion
know.
before that, so it's
I
I just
know.
thought it was okay.
I know, but it's a sports, and I did like that. Dolfo is asking, do you have any games on your phone? Yeah, Marvel Snap. That's it.
Let me open phone.
That's not
It's
it.
not so much
actually.
anymore.
I have a
No.
lot of games,
The games on
but I
my
don't play.
phone.
I don't really play any of them though.
I don't have. No. I just tried to tap there are 4 games in the games folder on my phone.
Okay.
It's Game Center, which is not a game. Puzzmo, which I cannot access in the app. I have to use on the web because I use the library.
You use the yep. That's funny.
Pokemon TCG Pocket, which is not really a game, and I haven't opened it in ages. When I went to go tap it right now, it had to re-download. And Threes, which also, when I just went to go tap it, it had to download itself. So,
Incredible.
no, I don't have any games on my phone.
No games. Okay.
I used to always have Mahjong on my phone, but I really only keep it downloaded if I travel, so then I can just fiddle around with that offline. And then I recently downloaded Dave's Word Game.
Dave's Word Game.
Who's
Yeah,
Dave?
you
What's
have-
that?
You have a little grid of letters, and then you make words. And if you clear, you get a point for every letter that you use. They're not scored like Scrabble; it's just 1 for 1. And then if you clear a line, you get extra points. If you clear a grid of 3 by 3, you get extra points. And then more words or more letters fill the space. And you have 10 words to get as high a score as you can get, and it refreshes every day. And I think that's the only game mode. I wonder if they're gonna add an endless, because it just says daily, and then there's coming soon.
Coming soon. Oh, okay.
So I would
So
imagine
it's
coming soon
brand
would be
new.
daily. Yeah.
ever
Also,
think
yeah,
about
it is
how-
free for now.
The Wordle guy didn't get paid enough
Yeah, I do.
because he
I think about
bailed
that a
too
lot.
early.
Kind,
an
yeah,
idiot.
kind, just
It's
totally
the same. I
unforced.
would put. Sorry, not to put 2 people on blast. There are a lot of stupid people on the planet, but maybe no 2 stupider game developers than the Wordle guy and the Flappy Bird guy.
Yeah.
Maybe the 2 dumbest people in modern
Yeah.
video game history.
Although at least for the Flappy Bird guy, it wasn't out of stupidity. He did have a mentee bee.
Yeah.
I think I could have a mentee bee and someone else could collect the checks until I'm good. You know?
Yeah. Everyone's gonna have that in their power of attorney. Just if I got a Minty B, you gotta just take over. Go
No,
like
just,
God.
take-
collect
just
And
the
look what
checks.
happened to Wendy.
Look.
Don't put that in.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
Okay.
fair. That's a good point. All right. Let's do one more. Fluffy Cloud Gamer asks, what's the funniest news story of 2025? Doesn't matter if it's gaming related or not.
Oh, I wish I had more time.
Funniest? Was there funny news?
I'm gonna Google
Sure.
funny news.
I'm sure there's funny news.
I'm sure
The-
there was, but I can't think of
like
anything.
those guys that sold that shit from the Louvre, that was funny. That's cool.
That was good. 'Cause
right.
the
And the Louvre
was
password.
Louvre.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
Louvre
That is
password
funny.
is what Louvre what was it called?
Yeah, it was
Just
Louvre.
Louvre.
Password? It was Louvre. Yeah.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Um.
That was super funny. I mean, Claire Obscure getting their Indie Game Award script was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that was pretty funny.
That is funny.
I'm on the AP oddities section.
Okay.
None of this is particularly funny.
No, probably not.
So,
Yeah.
hiker mired in quicksand in Utah's Arches National Park is rescued unharmed. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha
Isn't
ha
that so odd?
Hysterical.
ha. I mean, the Brian Johnson.
That's good.
Just
yeah, that's
doing
pretty
stuff.
good.
Like,
yeah, he's gonna be immortal soon. He says.
he tripped out on fucking shrooms or whatever on a live stream, and like wasn't Mr. Beast there or something? It's all dumb, you know.
One of my goals is I'm gonna become Mr. Beast in 2020.
Oh, okay.
Okay, say more.
I'm just gonna become him. I'm gonna be really cool, and I'm still gonna be as cool as I am right now, and you're gonna like me just as much. But like
But you'll be
otherwise,
Mr. Beast.
I'm gonna be Mr. Beast.
Okay.
So, are you excited for the rebrand or?
I can't wait. Are you kidding me?
Thanks. You can have some.
It's all
money.
we've been asking for.
Yeah.
And that's why that's kind of why I'm the most excited is because I'll get to give people money. But yeah. Oh.
I went ahead and changed your headline. For you.
Thanks. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
It's about belief first.
It's about belief. The new Mr. Beast. Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks everyone for asking questions. Let's do one review read. This is from Blizzard Jesus, 1 star. Out of touch. No one hates video games more than this group. Impossible to take them seriously. Wastes time on social issues. Well, thanks, Blizzard Jesus. We
Thank you.
appreciate that. We do waste time on social issues. That is true.
Happy to
Thank you so much for your service.
Happy to have you.
Happy to have
Blizzard
you.
Jesus. Do you think that was Bobby?
Oh shit! It might have been Bobby.
It might have been Bobby.
I
It
hope
might have
Bobby's
been.
okay. I hope. You know what? This Christmas, I hope Bobby Kotick is sleeping well, right next to Rio, in the bottom of that lake under his own forklift.
Trapped by the forklift. is
Mr.
Bobby
Beast, the
Kotick.
second forklift is.
The second forklift. All right, let's get out of here, folks. Do y'all have anything to plug?
No.
Oh my God, Barley, please, my God, child, fuck,
My
shit.
God. Barley, no.
Well,
Barley's such a weird little lizard. She's the
No,
best.
I don't have anything to plug.
Once again, if you go to discord.gg/VGBees, you can join the Discord and fucking behave yourself there once you get there. And then go to VGBees.com/join. Join the Hive. Once again, if you put in coupon code BuzzBuzz2025, that's all caps, BuzzBuzz2025, you can get 25% off your first payment. So whether that's monthly or yearly, yes, you could get a yearly for $75 basically, which is
That's only
so cool.
$75.
It's only $75. Go to VGBees.com/join and join the Hive today. Folks, thanks for another wonderful year of VGBees podcast content. We are very happy that you are listening to us, and we cannot wait for another year of hanging out with you. We're going to talk about video games, a thing that we hate famously. We
hate them and
it
hate
so
talking
much.
about them.
We hate talking about them. We hate thinking about them. And most of all, we hate keeping on buzzing.